your bug out loadout. What is that you have in there? I mean, you already exhausted all the preps that you had, and now, after 3 months, you are now made to leave. Now, if you had not seen my previous videos, I recommend you guys go to see it. Very interesting. But now you have to bug out, and that's where the 3 months come in, because you were prepared, you live in the city, now you have to bug out. And let's discuss perhaps a little bit of a bug out loadout, something that for me, and when I used to live in Miami, that was in what I consider. Now, the loadout that I'm going to discuss in here, probably I'm going to miss a few things. It has been a long time since I live in a city. I will encourage you all to comment in the comment section below and help those who live currently in the cities if they have to bug out. So what will be a loadout? First of all, you have to be as great man as possible, meaning that even this bag that I carry here in Alaska, and this is my bag that I carry everywhere, this was not something that I would use in Miami. I will use a school backpack. The ones that had the little cross, I think it's Swiss, whatever it is, I can't remember. I know that I had one over there. That's the one that I took to work, and when it broke, I bought another one, and I actually brought it with me from Florida to here to Alaska, and I would take it to work. That would be my everyday bag, if you will. And once I retire, I just had this one that I use for hunting. That it became my everyday. Anyways, that's not here or there. But loadout, what will you have inside? In the city, you have to be very careful. You coming out with a rifle, walking around the cities, it's just gonna raise some eyebrows. But you still want something. So my advice, when it comes to long guns, I would say just stick with the 22. 22 is your friend, and I have been saying this in this channel over and over and over. So my advice is just get a 1022 takedown. This is empty. Ready? Look it up. Look YouTube. That's my finger. It's a little dirty because I have been using. But yeah, a takedown. My advice is get a mag pool stock. This way you can have magazines in here. 3 magazines, and of course you can have the one that it goes in here. But that way you have a defensive tool in a bag that you can put in. If you have to remove the scope because you want to have the ability of using iron sight, I recommend you to get this ones. These are the quick detach ones, and I show you all the scope already in previous videos. It's exactly the same one that I have behind me. But even if the scope goes bad, you can remove it and you can use the iron sight. In this case, fiber optic up front, in the back as well. They're really good. But that way you have on you a tool that you can use. In case that you need to reach 100 yards or a little bit farther accurately, and a 22 would definitely do that. Also, this you can it has a threaded barrel, meaning that you can put a shisher here as long as you have the proper background, documentation, and all of that good stuff. But it allows you to put a shisher, making it really quiet. And all you have to have this is in your pack. Make sure that you measure it and make sure that you have enough space for it to fit in there. How much ammunition should you have on you? Because you are bugging out and this is your loadout, I would not recommend you to have 500 rounds because you want to be as light as possible. Just have 100. You're more than enough. You already have 40 here, 3 magazines in the stock, 1 in there, so you good. that's good enough. You essentially you bugging out. It's not like you're gonna end out in a, well, hopefully you will be smart enough to not get into a gunfight. This is just to protect yourself, or better yet, to deter people from attacking you. At least have something that it can reach out further. Sidearm, I will recommend you to look into the Walther P22. It has worked out for me really well. Again, even the magazines are a little bit expensive, but they're metal, and they have this assisting here that it helps you to put in the rounds. 10 round magazines. You can get bigger magazines for the 1022, but that way you have one ammunition for both platform, and that covers security, at least in my opinion. Now, and I'm gonna be very brief on this, because essentially your loadout is gonna be different from everybody else. I'm just giving you a 10,000 view, 10,000 feet above view of, my thoughts on the matter, and if I would be in the city. When it comes to food, keep it as minimal as possible. I always recommend people to just have the old Snickers, have Snickers with you, and Spam. That way you have meat and you have chocolate or nuts and everything in here. So it's an energy booster. You can definitely have more if you want to. You can have it pre-made already. This weighs almost nothing. In here I got, I think, 6. In here I got 6, so more than enough. Think about it like this. This will be a lunch, 2 Spans and 2 Snickers. Lunch, for dinner the same thing. And morning time, it's one of those things that you're just eating to get to from point A to point B. You don't need to be stopping or whatnot. If you do want to stop and have something more, it's just mashed potatoes, that one that has everything in it already. All you have to do is pour a little bit of water, hot water or cold water, just mush it and eat it. And if you want to throw Spam in there, now you have something really good. But this requires you to stop. You see what I'm saying? What I'm saying to you is, don't stop. Don't stop. This, rip, eat, keep on moving. That's why I'm not showing any cans. But if your fancy is to stop for whatever reason, you can also have pre-made your own MREs, or the version of it. Just I have here crackers, I have here coffee, I have candies, just for the sugar boost, Vienna sausage. This is devil ham, it's one of my favorite ones. I have some juice in here because water does weigh a bit, and you want that sugar. Spaghetti, Alfredo spaghetti, that you can just pour water in there, and I have some chocolate in the back. Just to give you an idea, this doesn't weigh that much, but it does weigh a lot more than just the Spam and the Snickers, because you need food. You need food. You're gonna be burning calories, so you need to replenish some food. And in order for you to stay awake, my recommendation is just have coffee ready to go. In this pouch right here, I got 2 coffees, and the way I do it is Folgers. I know a lot of folks may not like this one, but this is just like the tea bag. Some hot water, put the tea bag in there. I have my sugar and I have my creamer ready to go. And just have in there however you like. This is vacuum sealed, same concept as I showed you before, but this will require you to stop as well. So bear that in mind. That's when a can of Copenhagen will come very handy. If you guys don't know what that is, I don't know. If you're an American and you don't know what Copenhagen is, oh man, I'm craving so bad. Then I don't know. But that way you will get a boost. Other than that, just have your first aid. I show you all mine in the past. I keep it very simple. Um, Cuts, scrapes, nothing for bullets or anything like that. I don't have a tourniquet in there because I have yet to use a single. It's just so specific, so very specific that I just remove it. I did have, well, I do have bleed stops in there that I have used quite a few times, but no tourniquet or anything like that. I will also recommend you to have in your bag a shell. This is something that I have been a very advocate about it. Even if you live in a hot environment, just for the rain, wind and whatnot, just have something like that. But try to keep things to the very minimum. Don't overdo it. Remember, you're gonna have to carry all of this, and if you're unable to carry it, well, what good is it? You're gonna have to start dumping gear if you're unable to carry it. So with that, I think in our next video, we need to talk about that. What can you actually carry? What gear can you actually carry? And ways to carry it. Because otherwise, all you're doing is beating yourself and probably having to dump half of your gear to make your loadout lighter, and that defeats the purpose, right? So might as well just do everything right from the very beginning and be able to carry the gear that you have. And again, in the next video, I'm going to give you some ideas of how you can carry your gear, and things that I have done and it have worked out really well for me. With that being said, let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I hope to see you in the next one.